Oh no, it's gonna rain. Hello. So it's it might rain today, and it's been raining the last couple days, so we were gonna go to the park today to recreate our first date, but it's gonna be too wet. So instead we came to Burgerville, and we've got burgers and Brent's here, and that's what we're doing today. I'll see y'all later. Hello. So we had our burgers, and then we went and did a little bit of errands, picked up my prescriptions, the usual. And I guess I kind of overdid myself today. When we were leaving Fred Meyer's, I just got really sluggish, and it was difficult to walk and whatnot. But I got home and rested, and I'm feeling a bit better. So I'm gonna do a bit more vlogging. I wanted to mention I have developed a new allergy, which is not uncommon. I have a condition called mast cell activation disorder, which mast cells are the cells that respond when you are allergic to something, and when there's any inflammation in the body and that sort of thing. And my mast cells overreact to things, which means that I can develop a new allergy to anything at any time. And I have. I am now allergic to corn, which is incredibly frustrating. I'm already allergic to wheat and mustard and MSG and strawberries, and now also corn. And because inflammation is a big factor in my whole body, my doctor wants me to avoid all nightshade plants, which is potatoes, tomatoes, and peppers. So I've just been really frustrated with food lately. There's so little I can safely eat, especially when we go out to restaurants. Um, I, there's just so little I can actually eat. And I just had a short appointment with my doctor today, but next week I have a full appointment, and I'm gonna talk to her about getting me a feeding tube, which is, it's a big deal, and I feel more emotional talking about it on video than I felt about it in general. Because it is a big deal. It takes a surgery for a permanent feeding tube, and I've watched some other YouTubers with feeding tubes. I've watched their videos of getting them placed, and it's not fun. It looks like an awful, terrifying experience. But I mean, my doctor's already concerned with the fact that I don't feel hunger when I should, and I'm so nauseous when I eat all the time, which fortunately we got me on a really good antacid, and about 90% of the time it helps with that nausea and the acid reflux. Um, the antacid that I'm on now is famotidine, and I just take that once in the morning, about half an hour before breakfast, and it helps a lot. But it doesn't take away all my food problems. There's so much I can't eat. My doctor is concerned about me becoming malnourished because I just can't eat so many things, and if I need to run errands or whatever, I have to pack a whole day's worth of food essentially, because I don't know what's going to be safe wherever I'm going. And there's so much damage being done to my intestines and my stomach. I've already had an ulcer once, I think it was this year. And there's just I food is awful right now, and I wish there was an easier fix than a feeding tube, but there probably isn't. So I guess the other thing I wanted to mention is in case there's anybody else out there struggling with sleep, because sleep is always difficult for me. With my dysautonomia, my adrenaline will spike during the night and it'll wake me up or keep me from getting to sleep in the first place. Um, we found an over-the-counter sleep aid at Costco, and they just call it sleep aid, but the actual chemical name for it is doxylamine succinate, um, and it's the active ingredient in Unisom, but at Costco it's a generic, and it was like $6 for like 200 tablets or something like that. And you're not supposed to take it for more than 2 weeks, but and I'm talking with my doctor, so I'm not giving other people medical advice, but the idea behind not taking it for more than 2 weeks is that if you need help falling asleep for longer than 2 weeks, then that indicates a medical problem that you should talk to a doctor about. But my doctor already knows about my problems with sleep. And so we're going to talk about it at our next appointment next week. But she was saying that for me, for a week and a half, that I'll be on it between now and then, because I've already had it a couple times, is totally fine. And if you already have chronic conditions and need something to help you fall asleep, talk to your doctor first, because there aren't a whole lot of drug interactions, but there are some. Any sort of narcotic pain medication, um, anything with alcohol, which I'm not sure if it includes, like, if you take like tinctures, I'm not sure if that's included because it's different, but definitely talk to your doctor, and blood thinners. The sleep aid medication works because it's an antihistamine. It's non-habit forming, and there are no withdrawal side effects when you stop taking it. But this one does give you sort of a groggy hangover feeling in the morning, which I have very little problem with because I don't usually have any place I need to be right away. But if you have a job that you're getting to, that's probably not the best option. Um, yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. I'll see you all later.